as a way of life, we welcome you to study and join the nation of Yahweh. Joining the nation of Yahweh is simply the group of people that believe in the teachings of Yahweh ben Yahweh as a way of life. This is not about color, this is about morality. If you believe in righteousness as a way of life, we welcome you to join us. Praise Yahweh. Well, the title of this week's class is Who is Yahweh ben Yahweh and Who Are We? Part 2. You must listen to part 1 of this class. There was a lot of information given, and I've been told that some people are still studying part 1. Again, this is part 2. Who is Yahweh ben Yahweh and who are you? We're going to start off just for the record. Everywhere that you read Lord and God in the Bible, the original is Yahweh. Everywhere that you read about the Son, his name is Yahweh ben Yahweh. John 5:43, where he says, I come in my Father's name. Yahweh ben Yahweh is the one that has proclaimed the name Yahweh throughout America and the world. When you hear the name Yahweh, that's Yahweh ben Yahweh's work. Now, because of Yahweh ben Yahweh, the name Yahweh is being said or spoken all over the world today. That's Yahweh ben Yahweh. Our responsibility is to tell you who is Yahweh ben Yahweh. Now, understand me clearly. When I say Yahweh ben Yahweh, he is the one that proclaimed the name Yahweh. The only way we know the Son's name is he had to teach us the name Yahweh. And then let us read the scripture, John 5:43, where it says, I come in my Father's name. Praise Yahweh. We're going to go to John chapter 1. John chapter 1. And starting at 1 through 5. John chapter 1, 1 through 5. I was told that I go slow, but golly, I was told that I go fast, but I think I go pretty slow. And it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh, and the Word was Yahweh. Understand who the Word is. The Word is Yahweh. So when you're reading the scriptures and doing 2 Timothy 2:15 studying, you are studying about Yahweh ben Yahweh. Then it says, verse 2, it says, the same was in the beginning with Yahweh. Now listen to 3 now. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. But it says all things, not some things, were made by him, and without him was not anything made. Now let's go to verse 10, and we're going to go through 10 through 14. And it says, he was in the world. We're talking about the Word now. He was in the world. The world was made by him, The him is Yahweh ben Yahweh. Yah ben Yahweh is the word, and Yah ben Yahweh is the God that created everything. Verse 10 again. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. Now, the only way Yahweh could be in the world and know him not, you had to be the results of Revelations 12:9, where it says the whole world deceived. The whole world was deceived by the devil. So he taught you not to be able to receive the Son. 10 again. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. 11. He came to his own, and his own received him not. Verse 12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yahweh. So here we see that as many that would receive Yahweh ben Yahweh, when you receive Yahweh ben Yahweh, then you will, and you believe on his name, he will give you the power to become the son. That's male and female. 13, which was born not of flesh, which was born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of Yahweh. Check 14 out now. And the word was made flesh. The word became flesh. Now back in John 1:1, it says the word, capital letters, was Yahweh. The word was Yahweh. Then when you go to 11, it says, and the word was made flesh, and the word dwelled among us. So now the word has become flesh and blood and dwelling among us. But some of us didn't know him because the devil deceived us so that we wouldn't know him. So he had to come back in the flesh, teach us Yahweh's name, and then teach us who he was. So we hear, and it says, dwelled among us. Then it says, and we beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So who is Yahweh ben Yahweh? Yahweh ben Yahweh is Yahweh in the flesh. Yahweh ben Yahweh is Yahweh in the flesh as the Son. So why is the God that created everything coming in the flesh as the Son? Because he was born of a woman. He came through the loins of a man and was in his mother's womb for 9 months, and he came out. Now, Deuteronomy 18:18 and 19 says that Yahweh is going to raise up one from among us. And when he raised this one from among us, he's going to be required to teach the name. Now, when you understand that he was raised up from amongst his brethren, we want you to understand very clearly that he was doing some of the things that his brethren were doing, but he was raised from among them. He is the first begotten of the dead, the first begotten of the mental dead. So what am I saying? I'm saying Yahweh loved us so much that he became flesh, Yahweh ben Yahweh, dwelled amongst us, lived amongst us, experienced the same things we experienced, and became Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh is Yahweh in the flesh. I want to make that clear. Yahweh ben Yahweh is Yahweh in the flesh as the Son. Why did he come back as the Son? To teach us how to become the sons and daughters of Yahweh. He lived that life so that some of us can see him, but there are those that have not seen him that will attend his classes, read his books, and still become the son and daughter of Yahweh. We are the family of Yahweh. Now let's read that again. John 1, chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh, and the Word was Yahweh. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. I want this to be very clear that Yahweh, ben Yahweh, made everything. Verse 11, he came to his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yahweh, even to them that believe on his name, which was born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of Yahweh. Now, right here in 13, it says, which were born not of blood, nor of the flesh, or the will of the flesh. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh was the first begotten of the dead. He is the righteous example that we can overcome the world just as he overcame the world. Praise Yahweh. So when he became fully conscious of himself, he was not born of flesh and blood, nor the will of the flesh, because he overcame the flesh so that we can have an example that you can overcome this world. See, when he shared with us Psalms 19:7, Psalms 19:7, you want to write the scriptures down because I'm going to move a little bit. Psalms 19:7, it says, the law of the Lord Yahweh is perfect. The law is what is perfect, converting the soul. So the law will convert your mind. Then it says, the testimony of the Lord Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple. So here is Yahweh ben Yahweh letting us know what converted him. Because it says he is a testimony. Now, the only way he can testify is he had to study the word himself, study the law, and then let us know that the law is what converted him to being Yahweh. So we as his children must take this same path in studying the law, which will convert our mind, which will make us one with Yahweh ben Yahweh. Remember now, it says the testimony of the Lord Yahweh is sure. How is it sure? Because the law converted his mind. Matthew 5:48 says, come on, Matthew 5:48, it says, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So we have to become perfect just like Yahweh. There can be no deviation between us and Yahweh. There can be no deviation because it says, be ye perfect even as he, Yahweh, is perfect. So what is perfection? Keeping the law. Now, just since I'm on that a little bit, our feast is coming up very soon. And Yahweh told us to keep the feast. It's a holy convocation, meaning it's a gathering of his people to talk about nation business, to talk about nation business. And he said we're to talk about this for the Feast of Tabernacle 8 days. Now you have to understand that if you can't keep it 8 days, then you need to change your lifestyle. Because in Deuteronomy, the chapter 28, he told us to keep the law this day. Is that Deuteronomy chapter 28? I'm all in Joshua. Deuteronomy chapter 28, yes. And he tells us when we keep the law, and he says we shall diligently keep the law and his commandments. Then it says, which I command thee this day. Not tomorrow, this day. That means we have to follow his instruction. We have to be perfect as he is perfect. Again, who is Yahweh, ben Yahweh, and who are we? Now, if we go to Isaiah 42:8, and we're going to get into some of these words. Isaiah 42:8. Isaiah 42:8 says, I am the Lord Yahweh, that is my name. See, Yahweh told us that Yahweh is his name. Then he says, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praises to graven images. So here Yahweh say he will not give his glory to another. So who are we? Go to Romans. Go to Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8. Come on, chapter 8. And we're going to start at 16. Romans chapter 8, verse 16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. What spirit? Yahweh ben Yahweh. Spirit also means mind. So our mind will agree and be obedient and become one with Yahweh's mind. Then it says that we are the children of Yahweh. And if children, then heirs, heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh ben Yahweh. Christ is Yahweh ben Yahweh. And if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also glorify together. This is saying that we are going to be glorified with Yahweh ben Yahweh, who created everything, who came to teach us to be the sons and daughters of Yahweh. And we're going to be glorified, those that become his sons and daughters. That starts out with being obedient. Verse 18, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time, whatever you're going through of this present time, are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So here we see that Yahweh's glory is going to be revealed in us. So Yahweh ben Yahweh said in Isaiah 42:8 that he will not give his glory to another. But we see here that his glory is going to be revealed in us. Verse 18 again, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not to be worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. 19, for the honest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. See, the world has read these scriptures too, and they read where some is going to become the sons, male and female, the family of Yahweh ben Yahweh. We're going to be, and they're waiting on us to become Yahweh. Yes, they are waiting on us the same way Yah ben Yahweh became the world. Yahweh ben Yahweh became the Word, and the Word dwelled amongst us. We have to be one with Yahweh ben Yahweh. We have to give up our way. You have to understand that the devil deceived us to think differently. He deceived us. See, deceived means to believe something that's not true. I don't know what class it is, but Anaya gave some great definition on what it means to be deceived. Anaya, if we claim to find that class, we're going to have to give it a title to help them out. But they're waiting on us. See, some people say that they're waiting on Yahweh ben Yahweh to come back. Yah ben Yahweh is telling us that the world is waiting on us. The world is waiting on us, and the glory that's given to Yah ben Yahweh is going to be revealed in us. That we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh. Joint heirs. Whatever Yahweh is, we're going to be. Those of us that study, those of us that conform to what you're studying. And you must study Yahweh ben Yahweh's teachings. You cannot study this world's teaching and become Yahweh ben Yahweh. You're going to have to study the one that overcame this world. You're going to have to study that one, Yahweh ben Yahweh, that's the testimony that's showing us how to overcome the world and become him. Praise Yahweh. All right, now. We're going to go to Matthew 6:33. Matthew 6:33. And it says, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh. But seek ye first the king's dome, the king's mind. Seek ye first the mind of Yahweh and seek his righteousness. Then it says, and all things shall be added unto him. Not some things, all things. See, our blessings is manifesting Yahweh to the world, manifesting the kingdom of Yahweh to the world. This is where our blessings rely. Our blessings do not reside in this world. This world and all its wickedness is going to be destroyed. I said it's going to be destroyed. When you read Matthew's 10:15, when it talks about Sodom and Gomorrah, Sodom and Gomorrah was just a sign of what's going to take place today. Yahweh destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and all its wickedness was destroyed. And this system, as Yahweh said, it would have been more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah. It was more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah, Matthew 10:15, than for America today. We're in the midst of America. We was born in America, went through America's institutional system, went through America's religious institution. Now Yahweh ben Yahweh is commanding us to overcome this. Everything that we were taught was deception. The same people that hid the name Yahweh is the devil. Don't think the devil is a spirit now. He is an opposer of Yahweh. So those people that oppose Yahweh, that go against Yahweh, when he came amongst us, and then you go oppose him, you are the devil. Praise Yahweh. Now in John chapter 1, John chapter 1, and it says, now remember now, you're going to have to read. You're going to have to listen to lesson part 1 of this class. It says he came to his own. He came to his own. Now we have some synonyms of own, but it says those that he will have a special relationship with. Those that are his family. Those that's his family. Then it says own means he came to his kind. All right. It came to his kind. He came to his family. When it says he came to his family, that means that we have the same attributes that Yahweh ben Yahweh had. We can do the same things that Yahweh ben Yahweh did and is doing. Then it says in 12, to them gave he power. Power in the Key Study Bible is this here. Power in the Key Study Bible simply means the ability to do anything, the authority to do anything. There's no limits to that. All we have to do is receive his name in us and become him. Then it says, his own and his kind, we're the ones that are endowed, having a natural ability, having the natural quality to become just like our Father. Anaya, can you help us with the word manifest? The word manifest coming out of Romans chapter 8:19. And also, but manifest.
Manifest?
Yes, sir.
Give it a second.
Now, as Brother Anaya is looking up that word, this is something that we have to study ourselves. Don't take my word from what I'm saying now. Study this for yourself. You have to know that you know who Yahweh ben Yahweh is and who we are.
Manifest.
Manifest.
Wait.
You there, Naya?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Give it a second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see.
Manifest.
I don't know why it's not showing.
Because Romans 8:19 say the whole world is waiting on the manifestation of the family of Yahweh.
Okay. I got it.
Yes,
Manifest.
sir.
Etymology of manifest from Latin manifestus, which means obvious, apparent, plainly visible. From the word manus, mean hand to struck, originally seized by the hand, something so clear you could practically grab it, is the deeper meaning of manifest. Definition of manifest: to make something visible, to make something real, to make something clear. Manifest: when something hidden or spiritual becomes physical or obvious. Manifest: to show up.
Wait a minute, Naya. It says for something to become physical. Physical.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now see, we are the image of Yahweh. That's who we are. The image of Yahweh. Go ahead, Brother Naim.
Manifest: When something hidden or spiritual becomes physical or obvious. Manifest, to show up, to appear, or be revealed, whether it's a sign, a blessing, a truth, or a person's true nature. Manifest, scriptures. 1 Timothy 3 and 16. Yahweh was manifest in the flesh. Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. In the Bible,
Brother Naya,
yes, sir.
can you give that scripture where Yahweh was manifest in the flesh again?
1 Timothy 3 and 16.
So Yahweh was manifest in the flesh. You say 3:15?
3 and 16.
So Yahweh ben Yahweh was manifest in the flesh. Did it say it's Yahweh up?
Yes.
That Yahweh was manifest in the flesh. And who are we? We are the ones who are to be manifest also in the flesh. Go ahead, Brother Naya.
I can read the whole scripture. 1 Timothy 3:16. And without controversy, great in the mystery of godliness. Yahweh was manifest in flesh, justified in the spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, received up into glory. That's 1 Timothy 3 and 16. In the Bible,
thank you.
in the Bible, to manifest often refers to Yahweh's power in becoming visible. Often refers to spiritual truths being revealed. Often refers to the unseen faith, purpose becoming seen and tangible. Synonyms for the word manifest: reveal, display, appear, exhibit, to show, to demonstrate, to bring forth, to make plain, to unveil. Manifest means to make something real and visible, to bring what was hidden, spiritual, or eternal into the open for all to see. Whether it's Yahweh's presence, your life's purpose, or the truth about someone, manifestation means it's now undeniable that it is here. That's it.
Woo. You know, it's very hard, Anaya, not to stop you from reading those definitions. But those definitions that Brother Anaya gave, you need to listen to this class again and study that. Because Anaya just gave what manifest means, and we as his children have to demonstrate that. Understand, if the world is waiting on the manifestation of the family of Yahweh, you have to be in position to make yourself known so you can be manifested. Some of us say we can keep it home, but see, we are responsible not just for our physical family, but we have other families that are all over the world. And we're responsible for them also. We're responsible for our family all over the world, not just our physical family now. So if you gonna keep it on, if that you feel what you got to do, then you better make it known to the world. Because it's not just about our physical family. And we have to do everything in our power to find our physical family, our flesh and blood family, our kin, our kind, the family of Yahweh ben Yahweh. We can no longer keep Yahweh in a closet and feel that we're doing his will. It says here that the whole world is waiting on us to be manifested. Praise Yahweh. Thank you, Brother Anaya. Now that was manifest, right, Anaya?
Yes, sir.
Give us the word image. Because Genesis 1:28 said he made a man and a female in his own image. Not the image of this world, in his own image. Image.
Image. Etymology of the word image from the Latin word imago, meaning likeness, figure, or a copy. Image.
We got to be a copy.
Yes,
We,
sir.
excuse me, now, I couldn't help it. You said copy. That
Image.
means a duplicate
Yes, sir.
of Yahweh. But go ahead tonight. Give them these words so they can study them for themselves.
Image, Latin word imago, is related to the Latin word imitare, which means to imitate. The word image has always meant a visible representation, a reflection.
A visible representation.
Yes, sir.
A visible representation.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Naya. It's difficult. Go ahead, brother.
For centuries, the word image has always meant visible representation, a reflection or a shadow of something, often pointing to something greater. Image definition means a likeness or a representation of a person or thing. Image means a visible form of something, invisible or abstract. Image, the nature or the identity of something.
Wait a minute, Naya. It says we have to reflect the character of Yahweh and Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
We have to reflect that.
Yes, sir.
Not just during feast time now. That's every day that we are living. We have to reflect Yahweh ben Yahweh. We have to display Yahweh ben Yahweh to the world through our everyday action. When they see us, they must see Yahweh ben Yahweh. That means we can't deviate from his law. Then we're not representing him. We're not exhibiting him. We're not manifesting him. And the whole world is waiting on him being manifested in us every day. Excuse me, Naya. Excuse me, bro. Excuse me. Go ahead, bro.
Image. An example would be of image is sometimes represented in photos. A photo of an image is an image of a person, not the person, but it still shows what they are. Biblical and spiritual insight. In the Bible, Genesis 1:26, and Yahweh said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." To be made in Yahweh's image, we carry his attributes, his reasoning, his creativity, his authority, his morality, and his spiritual awareness.
Bible.
It is not just about physical form, it's about function, reflection, and purpose. An image reflects the essence of its source. To bear Yahweh's image means we are called to represent him on earth and to manifest.
What you say? Wait a minute. Hold it, Anaya. Wait a minute now. What you say, Anaya?
To bear Yahweh's image means we are called to represent him on earth. To manifest.
Everybody, I hope our listening audience heard that. See, we can't do our will. We have to discontinue our will and represent Yahweh ben Yahweh on earth. Go ahead, brother. Excuse me. Good gracious, Yahweh. Woo. Come on, Naya.
An image reflects the essence of its source. To bear Yahweh's image means we are called to represent him on earth. We are called to manifest his will, his wisdom, and his love. Image is about identity and representation. In ancient culture, kings would place images of themselves in the lands they ruled, like statues. Likewise, Yahweh placed his people on earth as his image.
What you say, Anaya?
In ancient culture, kings placed images of themselves in lands that they ruled, like statues. Likewise, Yahweh placed you on earth as his image.
Listening audience, do you hear what Brother Anaya is saying? See, we even pray, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So heaven and earth will be the same. We're going to create heaven right here on earth. You don't have to die to go to heaven. You have to live to go to heaven. Come on, Naya.
Your very existence is a witness that Yahweh reigns. Synonyms for image: likeness, reflection, representation, form, shadow, figure, icon, portrait, imprint, or pattern. The word image of mirroring a higher source. That's it.
I know you didn't say that, Anaya. I know you didn't say that. Anaya, can you give where you read that from, please?
It's a combination. Give me a second. Okay, so I'll give you a few different places you can find what I just read. It's a combination of different sources. One is from the Etym Online, ETYMONLINE, Etym Online. And if you look up the word image, some of it came from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. That's merriam-webster.com on the word image. Also from the Cambridge Dictionary. The Bible verses came from the King James Bible. If you look up the Blue Letter Bible, and it breaks down the Hebrew lexicon, so you get some of the meaning of the word image, or shadow, outline, or representation. And finally, the Strong's Concordance, when it makes reference to the verse Genesis 1:26, it breaks down the image from a figure in the form of Yahweh.
Thank you very much. Good gracious. I'm going to share one more scripture. Anaya, we're going to have to do a part 3. Now, Listening audience, you want to catch up on part one. You're listening to part three, but John 14 and 12. John 14 and 12. And it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, Yahweh ben Yahweh. Listen now. Listen. It says, he that believe on Yahweh ben Yahweh. I'm not just going to let you go with he that, but believe what? Believe on the teachings of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Live the teachings of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Do the will of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Then it says, the work that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these that he do, because I go unto the Father Yahweh. So he came to teach us so that we can do greater works. He left these greater works for his children. See, Lucifer's children did some works too, but he's leaving. He that believeth on me, Yahweh ben Yahweh. That's the key. He that believeth on me, Yahweh ben Yahweh. See, no other belief system is going to teach this. No other belief system has Yahweh ben Yahweh to teach this. But who believeth, he that believeth on me, the works that I shall do, the works that Yahweh ben Yahweh should do, he do also, and greater work than these shall that Yahweh ben Yahweh do. We must come together as the family of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Our blessing is in the nation of Yahweh. It's not in the nation of this world. It's in the nation of Yahweh. Brother Naya, it's 8 o'clock. Would you please give them wonderful announcements, please? And thank you so much for sharing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once again, like I always mention, if you are enjoying our wonderful, educational, fulfilling, positive, enriching classes, you can join us on Discord at YBY Alliance. Look up YBYA. You can join us on the Discord. Again, we also have a YouTube channel that's under the YBYA. And we also have a Facebook channel under YBYA, Yahweh Yahweh Alliance. The symbol will be a book that's open and have YBYA under there. If you have trouble finding any of those social medias, we do have a website at ybyalliance.com. Again, that's ybyalliance.com. One word, YBY, letters YBY, alliance.com. You can go to the website, you can click on the contact, you can enter your name, your phone number, your email, and we will send you a message where you can join us for all of our social medias. Next month, we all know what next month is. It is September. There's a few things that are coming up in September. You have the Day of Atonement that will be coming very swiftly, and after that Day of Atonement, we have the final feast for the year, the Feast of Tabernacles. The Feast of Tabernacles will be through September 29th through October 6th. Again, the Feast of Tabernacles will be through September 29th through October 6th. All nights of the feast are kept on site, again, in person, on site, in person. Doors open at 7 p.m. Where, you ask? At the Brooks Center in Riviera Beach, Florida. Again, Feast of Tabernacles will be on site at the Brooks Center in Riviera Beach, Florida. We would love to see you. Come and join your family and commune with us, and we can communicate and get to know each other under the laws, under the guise, under the reflection, the image of Yahweh. Thank you.
Praise Yahweh. Well, it's 8:03. We're going to stand and say a prayer to our Father, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, the Tefillah. Tefillah. Avenu Shabbat Shemayim, Yikardeh Shemerka, Tavo Makuterka, Yase Rizoka, Kivashemayim Kain Baretz, Et Lekem Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayon, Uslak Lanu, All Katenu, Kimoshe Sokim, Gamanaknu, Lako Ted Lanu, Veal Tefienu, Vadeni Sayon, King Kasenu, Min Hara, Kilaka, Hamamlaha, Bead Gibera, Bead Teferet, Leolame, Olame Sila. We thank thee, Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Praise Yahweh. And again, we like to say Yahweh is God, his son is Yahweh ben Yahweh, that we're in search of all good people. You do not believe in good. Please do not come among us. We're not looking for you. Do not come among us. We are not looking. You're not welcome. We're looking for good people. Always remember that Yahweh ben Yahweh loves you, and we, the nation of Yahweh, love you. We look to see you next week on part 3. We're going to continue this some more, because we not only need to understand who Yahweh ben Yahweh is, but who we are and our responsibility to Yahweh ben Yahweh. We were resurrected, or being resurrected at this time, to do his will, not to do this world's will. Praise Yahweh. Always remember that Yahweh and Yah love you, and we, the nation of Yahweh, loves you. Shalom, shalom. See you next week. Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh.